Hello, this is me Nader, and this is the first lesson of the Arabic lessons that we're gonna talk about. And right here in front of us, what we can see is three examples, okay? And the tool or the article that we're going to talk about today. And this letter is for defining the noun or for determining it, okay? If you wanted to, or for speaking for something in particular, okay. So if you're going to talk about, if you're going to talk about something in particular, okay, you're going to put the before that noun, and it means al, okay, in Arabic, and it means al in Arabic, and it can be pronounced just like that. Got it? This is the first thing that I want you to know right now. Okay? This is, this is the lesson. This is what the whole lesson, this is what the whole lesson is talking about today. And this tool or this article is used to define or to determine the noun or the thing that we're talking about. It's the tool that is used for determining the thing that I'm talking about, or to determine the thing, to make it particular. Okay, so right here, right here, to determine that line, okay, I put the before it. I put the before it. So let's say that you're talking, that you and your friend is standing in front of three lines, okay, and you liked, you admired or liked one of these lines, and you said how great that line is, okay. So your friend is going to say to you, what line are you talking about, or which lion are you talking about? You're going to say it's the lion which is at the right side, okay. It's the lion which is at the right side, okay. So when you said that, he now knew which one are you talking about, because you determined for him which one you're talking about by putting the before the noun or before the line that you're talking about, okay. And that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about determining the thing that you're talking about by putting the before it, okay. And as we said, this tool or this article means al in Arabic, okay, and lion means asad. So the whole word is going to be read just like that. It's going to be read, the whole word is going to be read like that. Al Asad, okay? Al Asad. Got it? Al Asad, okay? So this word means the lion, okay? And it's pronounced just like that. Al Asad. Al Asad. So by putting al, okay, in Arabic, I de- I determined that noun, okay. I determined it by putting al before that noun, okay. And this is the same thing that's going to happen in the following two examples right here, okay, or in the next two words right here. So right here, this word, okay, as you can see, it's like that, and right now it's going to be pronounced, okay. Sorry, it's going to be written in a different way. It's going to be written just like that. And by the way, this is the usual way of how the word is written. I mean, this is how the word is written in books. Okay, this is how usually the word is written in books. Okay, and this one, okay, is how the word is written in handwriting, or is so similar to it. It's so similar how the word's written in handwriting, okay, or with handwriting. Got it? So this is for the first word right here, which is the lion, which means al-asad. Okay. So by determining it, by determine to I mean by sorry to determine it, I put al before the noun. Okay, to determine which lion I'm talking about. Okay, I put al before it. Okay, and right here in English, it's like that. The lion. Okay, got it. And the example was, it's the lion that is at the right side. Okay, this is the first thing that I want you to know. The second thing that I want you to know, okay, is this thing. In these two words, you're going to notice a little change. Okay, uh, unlike what happened here in that word. Right here in that word, we pronounced L easily, okay, without any problem. But right here, there's a little change that's going to happen in that word, in this word. There's something new is going to happen in that word. Right here, you're going to notice that we're going to add L before the word. So instead of saying al rajul, okay, like that, we're going to say ar rajul, ar rajul, okay, ar rajul. So what happened is that I skipped that letter by not pronouncing it, and the whole word became just like that, ar rajul. Okay, so I skipped that letter and I didn't pronounce it, and I pronounce the letter which is right after it, and at the same time I doubled it. Okay, and this sign which is right above it, you know, means means what I'm talking about right now. It means that the letter has been doubled. This letter, which is this sign, which is right above that letter. This sign, which is like fork, which is right above the letter, means that the letter has been doubled, and it became just like that. Got it? It's so easy, and there's nothing with it. Okay. And by the way, this is the same thing that is going to happen to this word right here. Okay. I mean, this word as well. You know, the same thing is going to happen to this word as well. But before coming to this word, I just wanna let you know that this word means this word. Okay, which is pronounced like that, which is pronounced as ar-rajul, okay, or ar-ragul. Okay, this word means the man. Okay, right here, the third word, which is this one, okay, means the training. So this word, okay, at-tadrib, okay, this word, which is pronounced like that, at-tadrib, means the training. Got it? Okay. And as you notice, the same thing that happened with that word, okay, the same thing that happened with that word, or the thing that happened with that word, is the same thing that happened, or that's going to happen with that word as well. Is the same thing that happened with that word as well. As you can see, the letter which is right after al, that letter, okay, has been doubled, and this is the same thing that happened here. And if you focused, you'll notice that the sign which is right above it is here, and just as it's here also. This sign, which is like fork, is above that letter and above that letter as well, because it indicates that this letter has been doubled. Okay, so right here this letter has been doubled, and right here this letter also has been doubled. Okay, and that's what happens with this letter and this letter and these letters as well. Okay, and you can see that these two letters that we've just talked about are also mentioned here in these letters as well, or between those letters as well, or among these letters as well. Okay, why? Because I started the word with them and I put L before it. Okay, and as you know, what happens is that I skip that letter, right? When in the pronunciation, when pronouncing it, or sorry, when pronouncing the word and in pronunciation. So I skip that word, sorry, that letter. I skip that letter, and I'm not going to pronounce it. So the whole word is going to be as we pronounce it. So instead of saying al rajul, which is wrong, I'm going to say ar-rajul. Okay, ar-rajul. So as you can see, we skipped that letter and we pronounced the letter which is right after it, and we doubled it as well. And this is the same thing that we did here with that word. Okay, got it? The last thing that I want you to know is that this word can be pronounced, written in two different, in so many ways. It's like that in the beginning, and it's like that in the middle, just as here, and it's like that, sorry, and it's like that in the end. Okay, and it can also be written just like that. In the end. Okay, so it has two different ways of how it's written in the end. It can be written like that. Sorry. It can be written like that in the end, and also like that in the end. Got it? Okay. So what I want you I also can show you the another example right here. Okay, for this letter, I think that we said that, right? We said that this is how the letter is pronounced, is written. This is how the letter is written, right? This is how the letter is written in the end, right? So right now I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna give you an example for this letter. So it's going to be like that. Sorry. It's going to be this word. By the way, this word means beautiful for the female. Okay. And by the way, this letter, okay, that we're talking about right now, is the sign of the female. It means that this word is for the female, okay. And for the male, it's like that. It's without that sign, okay, to mean that this word is for the male. Got it? Okay. So easy, I think. So right now, the second thing that I want you to know right now, so easy also. It's nothing. It's almost nothing. What I want you to know right now is the Egyptian accent. You know, I told you about the official language. I've been I've been teaching you, or I've been telling you about the official language. Okay, I've been telling you, you know, from the beginning, you know, since the beginning of the lesson. I've been telling you about the official language, okay? But right now I'm gonna tell you about the Egyptian accent, okay? And that's what I'm going to do with you in each lesson, okay? In each lesson I'm going to do the same thing to you. I'm going to do the same thing to you, or with you in each lesson, okay? So right here, what we can see is that the change that's going to happen is right here in the article that we're talking about right now. So instead of saying al, okay, which is pronounced like that, I'm gonna say there's a change in the pronunciation is going to be said right now. Instead of saying al, okay, instead of saying it like that, okay, I'm gonna say il. Okay, this is how we pronounce that article in the Egyptian accent. Okay, so we pronounce this article like that in the Egyptian accent. Okay, got it? So right here, okay, as you can see, this is the change that's going to happen right here, okay, to pronounce with the Egyptian accent. So instead of saying Al Asad, we're going to say Il Asad, okay? And this is in the Egyptian accent, okay? And right here, this is the same thing that we're going to do right here, okay? And in this word, we're going to say التدريب instead of saying التدريب in the official language, okay? In the official, it's التدريب, but in the Egyptian accent, or with the Egyptian accent, or in the Egyptian accent, we're going to say التدريب, okay? The official, التدريب. The Egyptian accent, التدريب, okay? So easy. The same thing is going to happen with this word right here, but there's a difference. There's a big difference between this word and the other two words, and that's why I left it until the end, okay? Because the difference is is much bigger than these two words, okay? So right here, as you can see, we can we can change that word to be just like that. This is how I'm gonna show you how this word is going to be pronounced in the Egyptian accent, because right now it's pronounced in the official language, but right now, okay, right now, as we can see in front of us, it's pronounced in the official language, right? So it's ar-ragul in the official language, okay? But right now I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna change to be in the Egyptian accent. I'm gonna show you how it's gonna change in the Egyptian accent. Okay? So it's gonna be just like right here, as you can see, the change that is going to happen to that word in the Egyptian accent is like that. Just notice what is happening right now. This is how this word is going to be pronounced in the Egyptian accent. So instead of saying الرجل, we're going to say it like that in the Egyptian accent. We're going to say الراجل. Okay? الراجل. Got it? الراجل. الراجل. Got it? This is how it's pronounced in the Egyptian accent. Okay? With the Egyptian accent. And it's so easy to be understood. Got it? And by saying that, I've almost done and I've almost finished. Okay? And this is, this is everything this is all, that's all, and that's all I can talk about. This is everything that I can talk about in that lesson, and there is nothing else that I can say. It's everything. Okay, that's everything. That's it, and that's all I can say to you about that lesson. And all I can say is that I'm really thankful that you listened to me until the end, and that you were you stay tuned. Thank you for staying tuned, and for listening until the last moment with me. Thank you all. Thank you.